Hair isn't going to turn green.
Exactly.
It's a lot of fun for me as I go down the road with Aquascape.
Kids don't remember their best day of television.
A research in the Amazon, people. Every day after school, the first thing these kids do.
Blurring the lines between humans and our 21st century lifestyle and nature and the animals.
That's
you know?
it. I am not paid by Aquascape, by the way. That's a seashell. It's a lot of fun for me as I go down the road with Aquascape. You know, obviously there's become this, you know, we do collaborations all the time. What I love about what's going on with Aquascape is I get a chance to meet so many awesome people. It turns out Mr. Zimmerman and I both lived near Penn State for many years.
That's right.
So I know central Pennsylvania very well, Center County
Our
to be
hometown
exact.
people.
There you go, man. So I'm a little bit of a Pennsylvania boy. It's just I can't do winter anymore, folks. Can't do it. So these animals require being in, like I said, a southern climate.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is that I get to meet all you guys, and we get all these different ideas. You know, that's what's really neat.
Definitely,
you know?
and you can see the fruition of that here.
Absolutely. You know, this rec pond was created as one of the Aquascape training events, and we had 80 Aquascape contractors from all over the country. We missed you, but
I missed that. I was
all right.
heading down to the Amazon.
Yeah, well, that doesn't stink, but he's doing a research in the Amazon, people. What's cool is, you know, being a part of this kind of community, because I'm not just an animal guy. If you love the animals, you want, you know, water features the animals can interact with, and then I can interact with them in the water.
In the water, yeah. That's what's
really
nice about a swim pond like this.
Yeah, exactly. So no chlorine, all natural. The water is cleared up so beautifully. And as you can see, the kids just love it.
Yeah.
And for me, as a parent, I want to see my kids outdoors. I want to see them interacting with nature. This is more of a controlled environment. You know, we don't have to worry about any dangerous animals except for the ones that I bring in. And that's just a joke. The animals aren't dangerous. But what's neat is now you have, you know, an environment that is not harsh on their skin. There's no chlorine. Their hair isn't going to turn green.
Exactly, yeah.
I remember my sister's blonde hair would turn green in a chlorine pool. And then I can share that space with the kids and the animals, and we're learning. So the kids get to learn. They're swimming with African cichlids. I just can't say enough good things. I am not paid by Aquascape, by the way. I just got to mention that, man. It's just it's a really fantastic opportunity.
Well, that's a living testament to what we try to tell people, or the message we try to put out there is like, just unplug. You know, kids don't remember their best day of television.
They don't, but they remember fun times and memories that are made, and that's what we're making here. Every day after school, the first thing these kids do is, can we go in the pond?
Yeah.
And so mom's like, yeah, absolutely, if you've been good. And you the smiles on their faces, that's it. And it's so much more interesting than a pool, because, you know, we have tadpoles in here. We've got African cichlid fish. Sophia's my little animal nut. She walks around and explores around the outside of the pond. So it's not only interesting if you're in the pond, it's interesting if you don't want to get wet and just wander around. And the botanical element to it is awesome too. Am I talking too much, Weston? I'm sorry.
This guy's in his element, you can tell.
No, I'm geeked, man. Part of the fun is watching this ecosystem mature. So, you know, we've got alocasia, we've got Thaxachi grass, we have the large lizard. We're just going to walk past.
I'm just going to walk past this thing
just
barefoot.
Nice and easy. Walk right over there. He's nice and comfortable. That's a comfortable posture. He's soaking up the rays right now.
This purple
and
pond.
that's what they do, you know. He's a cold-blooded ectothermic animal. So he's just absorbing some of that solar radiation, and that powers him up. But, you know, here's what's cool. Up there, you get natural rock. This is the Florida rock. It's coral limestone, a lot of fossils in it. So if you look...
It's really cool. Like, I love how it's...
Well, that's aged.
Yeah.
This actually came from my driveway. This had been sitting for 15 years, these large boulders.
And that's why it's black like that.
It's black like that. So it's been aged. And another cool thing about these plants, let's get up close. You know, I want this to happen. I want little plants to grow off this, you know, maybe not the crabgrass, but, you know, that's easily, you just pluck it right out well, that's in there. That's staying. The crabgrass is staying. But you can see, like, what I've done is planted some bromeliads you know, in this area. And so there's some bromeliads popping out. So it becomes a little bit of a artistic expression, creating the landscape,
Totally.
which is fun, man. So, and that's something that, you know, you may build these folks upon, you know, potential clients, you'll build them upon, but if you have a green thumb, if you're interested in nature, it really brings nature to you. And you cannot overstate how important that is, you know, to have a living, breathing ecosystem right in your backyard. You're inviting nature to kind of hang out with you. Yep. So that's what I'm passionate about.
Yep.
The other cool thing we did with this pond, Weston, is with the negative edge we have, when you're down here now, you have something beautiful to look at because you have this waterfall that lights up at night. I created this log jam as a way to keep the tortoises down here from climbing up and out. Now they were climbing up and out of the...
up out of that.
They're incredibly nimble. These are leopard tortoise from South Africa, and they were kind of climbing out. So I had to do some modifications to the retaining walls.
I see that, yeah.
But, you know, eventually I'll blend it in with some, I'm gonna spray some concrete and really blend it in. But what's great is they'll drink out of this.
Yeah.
And it's natural water, it's water.
Yeah, it's not like a swimming pool.
Not at all, so they can drink out of it. It serves two purposes. It's ours and the animals. Really just a cool little location.
So there you go, blurring the lines between humans and our 21st century lifestyle and nature and the animals.
That's
you know?
it. That is exactly right. That's something, if you watch my channel, I'm all about creating cool habitats for the animals, enriching these animals' lives, and you're exactly right. The animals I hang out with are very prehistoric, right?
Yeah.
But we've brought them into the 21st century, and my goal is to make sure people are educated on those animals so these animals will survive way into the distant future.
Yeah.
Because they're deserving of it.
You know, me being a Pennsylvania boy, I'm not really familiar with reptiles.
You got some cool ones up there. Timber rattlesnakes, you got some milk snakes, western painted turtles, spotted turtles, a lot of cool stuff.
Yep.
I was always out.
Yep. Now the turtles I'm more familiar with.
Because of ponds.
Yeah. But the snakes, I mean, I've been in the woods all my life growing up, and I've never run across a rattler.
Oh, well, that's just it.
Yeah.
They're there, but you got to know where to look.
Yeah.
South-facing hills.
Yeah.
All right. You want to go up power lines, rocky.
Yeah.
A lot of fern.
If I wanted to go find one, I could go find them. Yeah.
But that's just it. Those animals really don't want to deal with people either. So.
And neither do I want to deal with them.
Yeah. Did you see the front ponds?
Yeah.
Did you see how they aged?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So that's...
You can see how the rocks are going to look.
That's cool. Like, I just love, I don't know if that pond, this was the first ecosystem pond that I got from Aquascape. We just stirred it up earlier while we were maintaining the pumps. But what I love about this is here we are exactly 1 year later, and all the grasses have matured. We've got we're already into the second generation of water plants. They've bloomed. It's Florida. Things happen much quicker here. Lots of little alocasia growing. Now, normally there are tortoises that kind of do my gardening for me. But I'm going to be building another stream in a few weeks that's going to flow into the original pond. Because I want the entire front of the house to be balanced.
And look at this, guys. This is the front entrance to his house.
Yeah, this is really, really cool. So that's the other thing I think folks need to realize is that you guys can really, you know, it's limitless what you can do with this water features, you know. It's definitely an artistic endeavor, and so it just really adds so much to the life of your home. But here's some more weathered rock.
Yep.
Good stuff.
And you can see how this is more weathered compared to what's back there.
You're standing right on fire ants, buddy. Woo! Just so you know. Just FYI, you don't want that to happen.
No.
Yeah, you're barefoot, buddy. You're living wild. But yeah, I love this stuff.
Yeah, look how black those are.
Yes, this was in the front. So there were 4 rocks that lined the entryway. And I was like, you know what? Grab one of the rocks.
And check out how, that is really cool.
Well, and then if you look here, there's fossils. That's a shell. That's a seashell fossil.
Yep.
So we've got a lot of that.
And that's all just what's native here in Florida?
That is what's native. There's a hard pan. And then we also have something called cap rock, which is kind of the top layer. It's really pretty. We have some out back. If you know how to use it, it's like anything, Weston, you know the materials you're using. Yep. And once you understand what the rock does and what's capable of happening to it, it becomes a really cool building material.
As a water feature builder, you know, you kind of learn, every rock has its own language,
yes,
we say, you know?
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I mean, the rock tells you where it wants to be put.
Yeah, yep, you have to read it. Cool, well, thanks for the tour.
Yeah,
Kenan.
No problem, guys. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Pleasure having you.
You bet. Hey, guys.
I don't know if I talked too much.